The East All-Stars have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. And the East with some changes. Chris Bosh has checked in for Gasol. Millsap comes in for Anthony. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the West All-Stars, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Gasol. Nowitzki comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Nowitzki stolen by Bosh. Millsap kicks to Irving. And slammed in by Millsap.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
The drive by Paul. Back to Nowitzki. Kicks to Paul. 6 to shoot. Here's Westbrook. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor. Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
James outside Millsap. And it's Wall in the corner. Back to Millsap. Irving attacking, and he lays it straight in. Irving's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Butler, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Korver in for John Wall. Damian Lillard's checked in for the West.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Nowitzki with the steal. Inside. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Cousins. 8 points for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The East making a switch. Horford's checked in. And West also making a switch. Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Butler goes in.
Oh, good D. But better it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court. But if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Duncan's checked in. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. And Westbrook gets it to go.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Korver attacking. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 5th assist in this one. And so here are the West All-Stars. Thompson misses. Outside Teague. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Korver dishes to Bosh. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And he dunks it down.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
The one-hand slam is so sweet.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's Curry. On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Nowitzki is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Curry. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. Three-pointer, Lowry. That's good. Lowry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the East All-Stars. Nowitzki for 3, and he gets it to go.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
West ball.
Outside Curry. Fires from deep. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His fourth turnover hampering their efforts.
From about 16, the shot by Lowry, no good.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
That is good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked. You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Three-pointer. And it's Lowry again missing. Outside for Gasol. The 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Got that bucket in no time at all. That's 7 points for Klay Thompson.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
It's LeBron with the drive. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And the basket by Nowitzki.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Carmelo Anthony.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Wall attacking. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Marcus All's checked in for Cousins. Aldridge comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And James Harden subbed in for Damian Lillard. And that one's good, James.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Lowry against Curry. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lowry at the elbow. Here's Wall. West All-Stars with the rebound. Curry wide open. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. 15 points for Steph Curry.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
It's tipped, taken away by Anthony. Right side Lowry, Curry with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Shoots from the right block. Moves back up, and it's Gasol with the bucket inside.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Jimmy Butler comes in for LeBron. And it's Korver in for John Wall.
Melo having a terrific game. He has 9 rebounds and 2 rejections. The motor on this guy is amazing. He's completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
And it's Butler missing. Outside Durant. There's the 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Korver, good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the East All-Stars.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Anthony. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Lets it go from 11. No good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Here's Curry with the 3. Lowry with the block. Outside Anthony. He lobs it up. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Gasol.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Carmelo Anthony. He really came out of the gates with a nice rhythm, hitting his first 3 shots to get his team going.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.